Welcome back to Just Ranked. Little delayed reaction there. This is our weekly show where we talk about our 4 favorite top picks of the weekly topic. This week we're talking about the seminal year of 1969. Before we get into that, just check out this landing page right here, justrankedpod.com. You can check out our merch. You can go click to all the different sites and listen, watch, hear our golden tones, see our beautiful golden bronze faces. But 1969 is this week's topic, and it's going to be a doozy. So, little thing, it might be a little long-winded, but I'm going to cut out some of the notes if I have to. But so many pivotal things happened in 1969. I really had to edit a lot of my notes to make this into a quick thing. There were 3 giant musical events that happened. First one, Woodstock, August 15th. Billed as the Aquarian Exposition, 3 days in Bethel, New York. You know the story. Woodstock, just huge. So many great things. What?
That happened in 99.
Limp Bizkit.
I thought it happened in 94.
Another big seminal moment is the final live performance of the Beatles on the roof of their corporation, Apple Corp building. There is a great 9-part Hulu documentary that builds up about them, writing and rehearsing a bunch of music and wanting to do this live performance, and they end up doing it up on the rooftop, and it's really, really cool. I highly advise you to watch that on Hulu. Newport 69. Hendrix was famously paid $120,000 to perform at Newport 69. The next big music fest that happened had some hardship at the Altamont Free Concert with the Rolling Stones. The Hells Angels were the security. Unfortunately, someone was stabbed. There were 4 deaths in total. There was a hit and run and a couple other things. Somebody got very sick during the show and died, but four people died during the Altamont Free Concert. Jesus Christ Superstar premiered in 1969. The Apollo 11 moon landing. 650 million people watched Neil Armstrong take his first step.
Wasn't fake, motherfuckers.
Right?
We landed on the moon.
Right?
Moon?
Right. Sesame Street airs for the first time on PBS, introducing to Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch. Bringing it down a little bit, the Manson family murders happened.
Hold on. You can't.
How do you segue from Sesame Street
I know.
to fucking Charles Manson?
Done intentionally. The Sharon Tate murders were blamed on the Helter Skelter song by the Beatles.
Bring it down a little bit.
Yep. And
thanks, man. Now I want to see a Muppet version of the Manson murder.
I'm sure it's been done.
Fuck.
I'm sure on a rooftop. Absolutely. The Stonewall riots, spontaneous demonstrations by members of the LGBTQ community against police raid in Greenwich Village, New York. A catalyst for modern gay liberation movement. It's a huge event that happened. The Miracle Mets, the underdog Mets, win the World Series. They were down, I think it was 3-1, and they had no hope. And boom, they win.
Man, fuck the Mets.
Baseball's dumb.
Right? It is. Those of you that have children have read this book. The Very Hungry Caterpillar was released
Carl.
in 1969. The Gap, the first store was opened for the Gap. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? First premiered. Monty Python's Flying Circus. One big thing that happened in both of our countries, Canada and America, the pill was widely distributed throughout, made it highly accessible to women in America and Canada in 1969. Wow. The number one song for the entire year was from a cartoon. The song was called Sugar Sugar by the Archies, performed by a fictional cartoon band on The Archie Show.
Well, there goes my number one.
Right?
Right.
Spoiler alert.
Brian Jones from the Rolling Stones dies at 27. The U.S. population reaches 200 million. We're now at 340 million.
The good old days.
Yep. November 22nd in 1969, it was released that the isolation of a single gene was announced by Harvard. So that's that. Zeppelin's debut, 1969. I had to cut it down. There's so much more information. Google 1969 world events, and you're going to get more information. With that, we are going to continue with our round robin style. We're each going to give a pick. It seems to go a little faster, a little more fast paced, a lot of information. We all get to talk, and we're not talking over each other. Samesies.
I'm gonna go different. Normally, I always say 2. I'm gonna say 1.
Wow.
2,
1.
2.
I gotta go 2 as well.
Yeah.
I'm going 3.
3 stands. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
All right. So it's me.
Yeah.
I will start. All right. Another hit and run. Okay. Waiting on that one for a while.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Number 4 for me is from Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and it is Helplessly Hoping.
Nice.
Okay.
I
Nice.
love this song, and it's up my alley, right? Acoustic guitar, harmonizing vocals. Sorry, Jimmy. No fucking drums. But yeah, it's obviously just the 3 of them. No Neil, so I don't know. 3-part vocal. I think it's just so good, right? I love Sweet Judy Blue Eyes off that album as well. But yeah, the lyrics are packed with alliteration and wordplay. Helplessly Hoping Her Harlequin Hovers Nearby is one of the ones that is often mentioned. But I personally like the lyric, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit he runs, wishing he could fly, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Love that lyric. Yeah, that's it. Like, I don't have a lot of notes on the song. It's a banger or a hit for them. Not a banger, clearly, the style of music, but it is a huge hit for them. But I don't have any charting or anything. I don't know if it was actually released as a single. But yeah, that's it. Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Yeah,
Awesome.
good song. I gotta admit, I don't listen to these guys as much as I probably should.
Oh,
And I've been saying should, like, not like homework, but like they got a lot of good fucking songs.
Oh yeah.
And
They're one of the groups that I go through spurts where I listen to them a lot.
You really?
For a period, and then especially back in I got into a kick of them back in high school and college, especially with Neil Young, right?
Yeah, Neil Young, yeah.
Because it was always Crosby, Stills, Nash, and sometimes Young.
Yeah.
Right.
And that guy.
Every other album.
The Canadian.
Hey?
Well, remember they had that song in high school, American Dream. American Dream.
Oh, that's probably where it really.
Yeah, and they were huge, right? The video had a ton of rotation, and
Yeah, that song's not played anymore because that is dead, by the way. It's dead.
The song or the dream?
The dream is dead. The song is a fantasy now. No, like I said, these guys have a lot of great songs, and I really need to get them back in because when I tend to, I'm going to go old school. I tend to go to the usuals, right? Zeppelin and I was going to say Rolling Stones, but that's not true. The Beatles,
I fucking knew it.
and Joni Mitchell, that stuff. I got these guys have so many good songs. So that's a note for myself. I got to include these guys more in my rotations.
Yeah, and that album in '69 is great. So I would start there, go right there. But anyway, you can go right now because it's your turn.
Well, hang on. Josh! I'm a big fan of these guys. I brought them up in our super groups episode, if you remember last season. Right. So I'm a big fan. So love it.
Yeah, that's it. On to you, Joe.
Could you be less enthusiastic next time, please?
Over to you.
Okay, I have for the first time in a while, I have a dink disclaimer.
Oh wow! I
Oh.
forgot. Fuck! I should have had one.
So we all know
yeah.
what happened when we did a 1971 show. I was like, Joe, you're not
Which
gonna
one?
repeat this. And
Yes,
we're
like
not
it.
going to repeat this. I'm like, no, we're not. So we all know that Led Zeppelin came out with 2 albums. in
2 albums, right?
1971. So I'm here to tell you that my number 4 is California Soul by Melina Shaw. I don't know if you guys know this song.
I don't.
It's been on a
Yeah.
couple commercials. It's actually a remake of a song that was done in 67.
I love it.
This is a soul, like an up-paced soul song. She's got a great fucking voice. It's one of the songs that was on. I will never turn it off. It's when you guys said 1960, I'm like, oh well, I know one song is gonna be on the fucking list.
Wow.
But I listen to this song all the fucking time. I search it out. I love this song. She's got a great voice. In fact, I'd be honest with you, up until I did my research for this show, I didn't realize it was a remake because I heard it one time, as she's saying, like a few years ago, and okay, I love this fucking song. And then through this process, found out it was a remake. I like it's way better than the original. It is.
It happens.
Real quick, it's off her 1969 album, The Spice of Life. The song is written by the then husband and wife songwriting team, Ashford and Simpson.
Nice.
Solid.
Like a rock.
Yeah, before Shaw recorded California Soul or California Soul had already been recorded by groups The Fifth Dimension and
Nice.
Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird, eh?
It's passed on.
It's yours now.
Yeah.
You and Dick got to stop. making that.
I will say this arrangement though, and the way she sings it, all 3 versions are kind of upbeat. The one by Marvin Gaye is a little bit slower, but just the way she sings this, and she's got kind of a bounce to her voice. It's so fucking good. There's no way I can audibly describe how good this song is because she's not an artist. I don't listen to a bunch of her other stuff, but this song is one of my all-time favorite songs.
I get it. I get it.
The song was originally released as a B-side to her single "Looking Through the Eyes of Love." But yeah, it's the song that celebrates California as a dreamlike place of nature, romance. So it's really a love song to California.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. That's my number 4.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
I don't know the song.
I
I'm looking forward to listening to it.
Sorry for the dead air, but I don't know.
No, I didn't think you guys
Yeah, I
would.
don't
be
know
honest
that
with you.
either.
And you probably won't know my other 3 either, so it's okay. So on to Chris's number 4.
Well, it'll be nice for the Spotify listeners to hear that song.
Yeah,
I'm on it.
When this show is released on Spotify, I will be listening to it just a couple seconds ago.
perfect. Christopher.
So my number 4 is going to be a surprise to some people because nobody believes me that when I say that I like this band. My number 4 is Chicago Beginnings.
Oh,
Nice.
Really?
Nice.
Okay.
Yes. I love this. First of all, I like Chicago. I love their sound, described as a rock and roll band with horns. Their songs combine elements of classical, jazz, R&B, and pop, which I love all of those.
Mhm.
I love the horn section. I'm playing the song in my head right now as I'm talking about it. That fucking gets me all the time. It's just a cool song to have on when I'm driving or in fucking background while I'm cooking, whatever. It's on a playlist that I have just for random stuff. It's called Relaxed, and it's just random stuff of songs I like to listen to when I'm chilling out.
sure.
Right?
Stoned.
What's that?
Was it or stoned?
They usually come in
Hand in hand.
There's a saying around here. They call me Zeus. 0 effort without stoned.
Oh.
Zero effort unless stoned.
Yeah.
So I'll make dinner or clean up, but I have to be stoned to do it. I don't have to be. I would rather be.
Right.
Recorded for its debut album. It was originally called, the band was originally called Chicago Transit Authority. This album is called Chicago Transit Authority. The band's second single off their double album. The album itself made it number 17 on Billboard 200 album chart, but the original release It didn't chart. It was re-released in 71,
Right.
where it reached number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Easy Listening chart.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Peter Cetera in general too. I like his voice and his single stuff, but I like the band. I like their sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my number 4. That's all I got for notes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you pick Peter Cetera or Chicago before in another show? Because you've talked about him before.
Maybe
I might have talked about it before, but I don't know that I picked them. They're all. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think I've picked him either, and I like him a lot.
Yeah, because I remember Chris
I
talking.
know we've talked about him in the chat too. Because
Yeah.
Dink said I do. I know you guys wouldn't, but I do Chicago, and I was like, I do.
What a
Chicago.
heartbeat! I do it in a heartbeat.
out there.
What?
Do it
So I have some information about the band too, but I'm thinking when I was looking at them, like we might do them. So I'm not going to read too much about the band. But
Yeah. I'll add a
Again,
bit. Like,
it's
I
another
like
one of
Peter
those bands
Cetera
that
too, man. Fucking so good.
Yeah.
It's one of those bands that I heard coming out of my sister's room, and I'm like, I kind of like that. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
Terry Kath, rest in peace, is such an underrated guitarist, I think.
Yep, I agree.
And like I used to just like his guitar when he sang and the Peter songs, but then when I really got listening to them when I got a little bit older, the horn section is so good, right? I think
Absolutely.
I didn't like
Right?
horns as much as I do now, and I was like, oh, it's so fucking good.
That's the bread and meat of the band.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
That's the red meat. They don't milk that down at all.
No, that's no meat butter there. Fuck.
Another 50 shows. We're not going to make any sense at all.
Right.
It just jokes to us, nobody else.
So, all right, 2 things. I'm so glad you got a song from 1971 on here. Number 2, that is one of the greatest horn sections in recording history.
Yes.
I
absolutely.
love a great soulful horn section.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of Peter Cetera,
Oh,
but I
wow.
love the progressive Chicago band before
Right.
they went kind of, mainstream, if you will. Yeah, love it.
And I will say, no matter what you say about Chicago, they have their own very unique sound at a time
Absolutely.
when, like we
Right.
talked about this before, that where bands were experimenting with different sounds and different things. Well, this is what they're doing. They had the classic kind of soft rock thing along with the up tempo with the horns. No one else was doing that.
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
And we were kind of bringing the R&B aspect to rock in some ways. That's before
Yeah,
anybody.
So many people think of them as the ballad guys, right? Because when Peter got with David Foster and they just
Right.
kind of went on a tangent.
Yeah, the 80s stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a
And-
hard
and-
habit to break. Fuck.
And to piggyback on what you're saying, they're kind of, in a roundabout way, some of the founders of progressive rock.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the way, or you listen to the way the songs are built and designed, very progressive rock. And then you add that soulful progressive rock horn section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh yeah, some of those early songs, the horns are going and Terry's banging on the guitar. Peter Cetera's the half decent bassist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his voice is
Interesting.
his voice is one of those ones like Jimmy said you didn't really like it. He's a voice that you either like or you don't, right?
Yeah.
It's distinct
I
for
think-
sure.
It's distinct, it's different, and it's not everybody's cup of tea, so to
Right.
speak, right?
Or
And-
bread and butter.
Or meat.
Or meat and butter,
butter.
meat and bread, or whatever the fuck it was.
Butter and meat.
Butter and meat.
But even on this album, most of the songs are over 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I love these times because we never talk about Chicago. I know we've talked about Peter Cetera. I think maybe it was a queued up too. I don't know. But if somebody watch all the episodes, get back to us and write in the comments. So
Watch all of them
all in 100
in a row.
Good.
In a row.
But yeah, so we really haven't really talked about Chicago. So I like the fact and it's weird because they're a legendary band, right? And we've done, this is our 74th show. I don't know what it is. I can't count. We haven't really discussed them, but I like it when we kind of bring things back and somebody picks out a band that we should have talked about before that we haven't. And this is that. So yeah, great pick, man.
New to the show, yeah.
Love it.
They're back in circulation for a possible topic now.
Well,
Maybe way down the road, but they're coming.
Corner Chicago.
Yeah, that's it.
We like them.
Beastie Boys.
Yeah, like,
Right.
Anyways, Jimmy, what's your number 4?
All right. So my number 4,
So you know it?
Yeah, it's like
You're waiting for us to tell you.
One click.
No, I was I'm used to like building it up. So
That wasn't a build-up. That was kind of a.
yeah, that was like I have no clue what it is.
no, I'm looking right at it. I do know what it is. It was originally released in 1968 and then got re-released in 69. So I guess it's kind of a cheat song for me. A big comeback for this guy. It's an Elvis song, and it's
shit.
Suspicious Minds.
Oh, nice!
Wow.
Again,
my
like
favorite Elvis
we
song.
talked about Elvis. So yeah, great.
That was on my short list.
Spent 15 weeks on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 in 1969. Just this song, if you listen to it, that guitar line is so smooth, and his voice. I know a lot of people maybe aren't big fans of Elvis because of some other shit that's going on out there, but as a child, my mom was a huge Elvis fan. I remember when he died in 1977. Later in life, sorry, I'm dramatic pauses here. Just I really love this song. It's such a powerful song. I just really love it. It's the catchy melody, the groovy guitar line. The original artist, I'm sorry, the original writer of the song, Mark James, he was messing around with the guitar, came up with this line. Lyrically, he was married at the time, but he was still in love with his high school sweetheart. His wife at the time kind of thought something was going on, and it turned into this convoluted life story for the three of them because they all knew each other, and then the lyrics of the song really stand out. Knowing that I didn't know the story until I did the research on it, and all three of them were caught in a trap.
Caught in a trap, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I love this song. That's, a bunch of artists, Fine Young Cannibals, Dwight Yoakam redid this.
Yeah.
I
even like the Dwight
Yoakam.
Yoakam.
That's what I was going to add.
Yeah, the Dwight Yoakam version isn't that bad. He
good.
The music pretty well. His voice is not Elvis's voice, but Elvis is a
but the music is
solid artist.
The guitar playing is really good. Yeah.
The actor?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
no. Let me say real quick though. I notoriously and legendarily am not a Elvis fan, but I do like this song. I think this is a song very much of the time. It's because there was that time when he was very concerned about the Beatles and the Rolling Stones because they were coming up and he was kind of going down. And I think this kind of brought him back up and say, "I'm still here, bitches."
Come back, yeah.
So great song. Again, another huge artist we've never really talked about.
I'm surprised because my mom, like Jimmy said, your mom, my mom was obsessed. She had all of his albums. She had a candle of his fucking face, like
Jesus.
That was Jesus. That
was not. No, it was not Jesus. It was Elvis.
I like how we both said
in my house. It wasn't Jesus. It was Elvis, and we weren't allowed to light it. You weren't allowed to touch it. I picked something off it once and left a scar on it, and I got like, "Don't ever touch that again." Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
we
yeah.
had those things too. Like, fuck.
And
Tell me not to touch something. I'm touching it.
Fucking touching that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Ouch, that's hot.
Tell a kid not to touch something. Tell a 5-year-old, don't touch that.
Right.
As soon as you walk out of the room,
immediately touch it.
I mean,
immediately touch we tell our 4-year-old granddaughter, okay, we're going to the store now. What don't we touch? Glass. Yeah, we don't touch the glass.
Never mind 5-year-olds. My wife has to tell me not to touch shit constantly.
Leave this here. Don't touch it, please.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry, Jimmy.
No, it's fine. I've been having some dramatic pauses. So, with that, I'm going to move on to number 3, Dink. Let's see.
Back to me. All right. Yeah. My number 3 is going to give you the second straight super group.
Oh.
I think I have professed my love for Steve Winwood. This
really?
is Blind Faith, Can't Find My Way Home.
Love it.
Oh, nice.
Fucking song.
Love this song from their
Great job.
album Blind Faith, released in August '69. And of course, it's him and Clapton and Ginger Baker and Rick Gretsch, right? From and Winwood from Traffic and Spencer Davis Group, and Clapton and Baker from Cream, and Rick Gretsch from Family, who I wasn't that familiar with Family, but he's the other guy. Right? There's always the other guy. Despite that power, they only lasted for one album. So I don't know if that's because Winwood needed to go do his own thing, or if Clapton was insufferable, or who knows, right? I don't know the whole backstory. Yeah, probably.
I've heard nothing but great things about Steve Winwood. So
right. Covered by many artists over the years: Joe Cocker, Styx, Black Label Society, Bonnie Raitt, House of Lords, Colin Hay.
House of Lords.
Also, that's one of the best covers
House
ever.
of Lords. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's that's pretty much it for my notes. I love this song, and I love it largely because it's a ballad type song, and it is Steve Winwood, right? He said, or the title sounds a lot like a song about being lost, but Winwood said it was more of a spiritual song about searching for direction and purpose, rather than literally trying to find your way home. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for clearing that up.
Well, the tie-in there, you mentioned House of Lords. House of Lords featured Greg Giuffria. Greg Giuffria was in a 70s prog rock, hard rock band called Angel. Steve Winwood and Greg Giuffria were friends, and they knew each other around that time. And he always loved this song and wanted to do it. And he finally had the musicians around him to do something, a modern take on it. And I love the modern take of House of Lords.
It's good. It's really good. Yeah. I listened to all the covers. I was like, wow, they're all pretty good in their own right.
So doing my research, I'm like, oh, fuck this song. I love this song by House of Lords. Go to fucking Apple Music. Put on. And I'm like, that's not the name of the album. Okay, that's House of Lords. That's not the name of the album, though. This is the cover, but this is not the same cover. So Sahara was the original band, original album. Yes, I had that CD still.
Yeah,
you cannot find that in any streaming service. So they redid the song on another album from 2017 or 2015. It's the same arrangement, but doesn't quite have that same magic that one on Sahara did.
Yeah,
the original, the remake on Sahara by House of Lords, it's a perfect song, man. It really is.
It's on Spotify and it is on Sirius XM, the original version
from Sahara.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
That's cool. Something Apple Music doesn't have, fuckers. Yeah, the original really is a perfect song.
Oh, love it.
I love Steve Winwood's voice. Again, the instrumentation of that song is just And as much as I hate Clapton,
I love the nylon string guitar on it.
Yeah, it's so good, right?
Gorgeous.
Yep. The perfect picture. Yeah, great pick, man. This was on my short list, but not my short list because I had a bunch of fucking songs on my fucking short list.
Oh, I know. It was an extensive list, right? I started chopping with a mad swing because I was like, I'll just be having 7 songs here. Like, this is stupid. Anyway, I'll pass it off to you, Joe. Let's hear your number 3.
Okay, so my second honorable mention. Remember honorable mentions?
I do remember.
We used to do this thing called honorable mentions. The shows were like 2 hours long. You would have loved it.
It was awesome.
My number 3 is from Led Zeppelin 2. And it's not the song even I thought it was going to be. Because, again, that day it's a fucking Thursday. It's probably different than the previous Thursday. And even today, I'm like, is this the song? I'm like, yeah, it's still the fucking song this week. And
Look at Chris.
What is and what should never be is my number 3.
Solid.
Again, you could probably pick any other song off of 1 or 2 and be like, Joe, that's a better song. I'm like, yeah, it's a better song, but this song encompasses everything that Zeppelin is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got that. I'm going to go back all the way back to fucking back there. Episode 1. That silky, smooth guitar solo, baby.
Creamy riffs.
Creamy guitar solo. It starts out nice and smooth, and then it gets fucking chaos and comes right back home, nice and smooth and creamy. It's smooth like Barry Manilow's face. It was released October 22nd, 1969. Second track in Led Zeppelin 2. It was the first Led Zeppelin song to feature Page's Gibson Les Paul, which became a trademark of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. The song was ranked number 24 on Ultimate Classic Rock's list of 50 greatest Led Zeppelin songs. So they said it's kind of mid-tier in top 50. Yeah, probably right. You know, we've argued before. Stairway to Heaven, as much as everyone's sick of it, is probably the most perfect song ever written. I never want to hear it again, but it's great.
Yeah.
Again, the flowing guitar parts interlocked with Bonham's emotional, carefully chosen drums. The interesting thing, the last 3 or 4 times I listened to it, I'm a guitarist. I listen to fucking guitar. I listen to everything, but I listen to guitar. The drums on this, he's not big and bombastic. It's not complicated, but it's fucking perfect for the fucking song.
Yeah.
And you still can remember the drums without the instrumentation on this song. It's so fucking good. Like I said before, starting out with this song, it's the classic Zeppelin. It's slow, it's heavy, it's slow, it's smooth, it's creamy, it's all that stuff you love about Zeppelin. It is what is and what should never be is my number 3, my first Zeppelin pick.
Good pick. I can't say much because I had it in my top 4 for Zeppelin, and I had the album on the island, so clearly I love it. It was intentionally left off.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Or it would have been a save Z for sure.
Yeah, I mean, again, this list I think I mentioned in chat, was it yesterday before that, where I said 1969, this is fucking impossible. Because even as of last night, I'm like, what the
I stayed away from some bigger bands.
Yeah, me too.
Not necessarily because we thought we've talked about it before, we might do them. Partially that, but partially also to make it easier on me to pick songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it just like try to narrow it down somehow, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yep. You could easily have 4 Zeppelins.
Oh, easy.
Oh, fuck.
Off of each album.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If you would have talked to me 2 years ago before we started doing this, my list would have been all Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Or me last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But just, I mean, that's just how much I'm enamored with Zeppelin. Yeah.
And how much growth Joe has shown.
Wait, I still have 2 picks left.
Yeah.
All right, Christopher, time for your number 3, man.
Are you saying he's a grower?
He's a grower. I think
He's a shower. He's a shower.
My
Holy
team.
So my number 3 is a band, one of these bands I talked about before that I've at certain periods of my life I've listened to them a lot, and then I don't listen to them all, and then I go back to them again. This is CCR, Creed's Colorado Revival.
There you go.
Nice.
Green River.
Nice.
Yeah, so good.
I fucking love and I thought Dink would like it. It's a bluesy.
Yeah, it was in my top 10
rock
for this.
sound. Yeah, fucking love this song. It's based on a childhood spot that John Ford used to hang out at, which was in California, but he gave it a feel of like it was in the bayou, like down in New Orleans or in the South.
Oh, totally.
Released as a single July 69, a month before the album was released, album by the same name. Peaked at number 2 for 1 week behind Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
Oh, wow.
Right? It was ranked by Billboard as the number 31 song of 1969. So Fogerty said in one interview that he actually got the name from a soda pop syrup label. It said the flavor he had was Green River.
Yep.
And that's where the name of the song came from.
Wow.
He called the song a tip of the cap to the Sun Records sound of the time. Or previous.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Oh, it's such a
CCR,
good song.
CCR is one of those bands that I've always liked, but I forget about.
Yeah. From time to time I do too.
I
The
never.
thing for me with CCR, there was a group of guys in my high school that would do live music. They would do shows and stuff, and they were basically a CCR cover band. They did some original stuff that they wrote, but they even were called. I think they're called the Bad Moons.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So by them playing shit and then me going and finding the other stuff, I would get into them for a period, and then I'll hear something like you said. And I'll like, oh fuck, I forgot how much I like their sound, right?
Yeah.
Well, back then, all you needed was Chronicle, right? With the 20 greatest hits or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
And that all
Yeah.
was fucking awesome.
And how many parties or camping trips did you go to? And that would be thrown on.
That was
Just
played
right.
front to back, right? The auto
Yeah.
would flip on the cassette or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, going back a couple weeks ago with our Rolling Stones episode, we talked about the Vietnam era movies and the big songs, and then I mentioned, I think somebody said Paint It Black, and I said CCR Fortunate Son. I hadn't thought about that song or CCR in ages. Yeah. And then I immediately, the next day after recording, I listened to that song and I was like, oh, I love that song. So yeah, CCR is badass.
Fortunate Son was number 6 on my list.
Okay.
It ain't me.
Yeah, right.
Fogerty's a fucking rebel, dude. He's so underrated. I mean, nowadays, obviously in the 80s, 90s, earlier, John Fogerty was.
And didn't he just get his music back? Didn't he just get ownership of a lot of his songs?
Yeah.
So fucking happy for that, right?
Yeah.
I even liked a little bit of the 80s. I just didn't like when the coach didn't put him in. That was fucking
right.
Dick.
Oh, that and center field got so overplayed on the rock station around us. Like,
yeah, same here.
And that, right.
It's my niece plays softball, competitive softball, and this still gets played.
I believe it. I mean,
I can't go to a Jays game with go to a Jays
every
game.
MLB game for sure. Yeah. Great pick, man. Great pick.
That's my number 3. Jimmy, what's yours?
All right. Well, I'm going to start with a little statement.
You don't know what it is?
I stayed away from Zeppelin. I love Zeppelin.
Yeah.
I stayed away from a bunch of other stuff, and I went into kind of a new zone here. We've talked about a couple groups that I've kind of shied away from. This is a friend of one of the musicians of the group that will be talked about in the next 3 songs. And this is Everybody Talking by Nilsson.
Oh.
In 1968, the Beatles called Harry Nilsson their favorite American artist. So there's the reference to the Beatles. Won a Grammy. The song won a Grammy for Midnight Cowboy. It's about the desire to leave the big city, to find peace and an easier life. Harry Nilsson has had kind of a jaded life, a lot of drugs and alcohol. He was famously really good friends with John Lennon. Was around during the time of John Lennon dying. But my wife is a huge Harry Nilsson fan, and this song is I paid it no mind growing up. I knew the song. I think everyone knew the song, but my wife plays it kind of frequently, and it's grown on me. And as soon as I saw that it was released in '69, I had to mention it. This is a great song. It's a beautiful song. It's soft rock, and there's a nice flow to it, and there's that secondary voice throughout it, and I really like it. It's a really peaceful song.
Nice.
That's it.
Love me some soft rock.
Right.
No, I mean, good pick. Again, artist we really haven't talked about before, but yeah, he's got quite a few hits too, if you think about it. So
a bunch, yeah.
So yeah, good pick, man.
I'm trying to think of something.
I gotta be honest, and now we bring it up. I don't really listen to that much soft rock, and not because I avoid it. Again, it's one of those things like I don't think about. I probably should. I'm starting to understand that I don't listen to a lot of shit I should probably listen to.
I think that's everyone.
I think it's everyone. Yeah, you get in rabbit holes, and then once you start listening to it, if you like something, you get stuck in that genre, and then you forget about everything else. That's happens to me. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go.
Tell you what, doing this show has stopped me from listening to some of my stuff where I would get tunneled. Not stop me, but I don't listen to some of the other stuff I used to listen to a lot more of because
detour,
deeper and finding new songs from doing this. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've literally added Harry to my list of stuff artists are listening to. So
yeah. I think 1969. This episode, I specifically nice. I specifically sought out artists that we haven't talked about, or that I haven't talked about. So
Well, in that case, my list is gonna be fucking boring.
Right. Well, I guess Dink. Let's hear number 2.
That Harry thing made me laugh. I don't know why. All right. My number 2
By the way, non-alcoholic beer is delicious.
It's tasty, right?
This is
Everyone
alcoholic
drinks
press.
beer for the taste.
All alcoholic beer is also delicious.
My number 2 goes back to 71. The Like songs of 71. Our second episode.
Okay.
So I had a Canadian band as my number 1. I had Albert Flasher by the Guess Who as my number 1 for 71. My number 2 from 69 is from the Guess Who as well, and it is Laughing. I'm not sure if you Americans are familiar with it.
No.
It's one of their big songs. You asked me in that episode, and I blanked. Well, recommend an album. Like, what's a good album we could start? I'm like, I don't know. This would be one for sure. Canned Wheat. This is off Canned Wheat. And I also had No Time and Undone, which are 2 of their other big songs. So 3 big hits off this album, 69. Charted number 10 in Canada, number 70 on the US Billboard Hot 100. So they were starting to break, right? It's the follow-up to These Eyes that really helped establish them with you guys before American Woman, right?
Yeah.
Of course, they're from here in Winnipeg, and that's not why I chose them, because I think I stated it back in that episode too. I loved them before I ever moved here, so I've always said they're my favorite. Yeah, my favorite Canadian band, right? But yeah, the song was inspired by Burton's admiration for Ray Charles. Yeah, it features some good guitar work from Randy Bachman. Of course, Burton's voice is just iconic, right? And I think I said I saw him a few years back at his theater, and it was not quite as enjoyable. But he's getting up there and played a bunch of shit I didn't want to hear. And Katie was like, "Oh, play your hits." I'm like, "No shit." But anyway, that's it. I love the Guess Who. All that aside, and I love this song. It's got that These Eyes kind of feel, but it picks up a little bit, but it does have a ballady sway to it.
And does it have a Stevie Wonder feel to it?
No, not as Ray Charles. You mean you got wrong?
Ray Charles. I'm sorry, Ray Charles.
Wrong blind guy.
I read my notebook wrong, but Ray Charles, wrong blind guy.
I don't know if it does, other than it's got piano work, right? So a lot of their songs do because of Burton. Doesn't make me think of Ray Charles, but that also could be my lack of really knowing a lot of Ray Charles.
Okay.
Honestly, so like I know a few of his hits. I'm not a huge Ray Charles guy, so
I'm not. I don't know that. I was just gonna say I don't know that I know enough Ray Charles to say.
Right.
But I remember us talking about it years ago, because you're such a big fan and I'm a mid at best fan of.
Well, because they got killed here. I think we stated that back then too. Yeah. Their stuff gets killed here on the radio, right? So
I think, did you and Katie go see him in Kitchener when you lived there?
Yeah, we saw them, the Guess Who, when they reunited.
And I remember going, I don't think, and I remember we were going to shows, but I'm like, I don't think you could get me to go to that.
Yeah, and then we went to Toronto and saw Bachman and Cummings when it was just Burton and Randy, because they were fighting over the band name, so they went out on their own. Right. So yeah, I've seen him a few times, and I saw Burton solo in Belleville at one of the waterfront festivals. So seen him a few times. I enjoy him, or I did enjoy him, and I love this song. So that's number 2.
Nice.
Yeah, I almost think this is one of those bands we could almost borderly, I think, do a show on, but maybe not quite, because they have so many great songs, you know.
Yeah, they got a ton, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we could, but I wouldn't. I'm going to complain the whole time.
Hey, if I can do the Rolling Stones.
Yeah. I know.
I did Guns N' Roses with their shirt on.
I don't like Guns N' Roses. I wasn't big on that one either. I think I said that too.
Yeah, I loved it. It was awesome. All right, I'll pass off to you, Joe. Let's put the pudding in the hat, and let's go.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Is that an expression?
My list is going to be very plain. Maybe not the songs, maybe the artist, but like I said, Zeppelin had 2 albums that year. Yes, I love the Beatles. That's why I chose the Beatles. The End. Now you go, the end? Really? Isn't this Abbey Road? Isn't there better songs? I mean, no, I don't know. Come Together's on there. Yeah, there's a bunch of great songs on there, right? But I will tell you why I add this song to my top 4. Jim, yes. Are we advertising Athletic?
No.
What? Oh, you have the end as well?
Oh.
Fuck me. Are you serious?
Wow.
Wow.
Is that our first Samesy?
Wow. Really? This one? Did you do it just to spite me?
There's a whole conversation and summary before I say my pick.
Okay. So why did I pick the end? Because a lot of people
all the information.
the song is 2 minutes and 22 seconds long and there's barely any lyrics in it, right? I have been intrigued with this song since the fucking day I became a Beatles fan, right? I probably know more about this song than I know about the Beatles. And I've watched a bunch of fucking Beatles shit, right?
That's great.
I've always intrigued me when I first learned this song, The End. I was like, that's weird. Why does they have a song in the end? I'm saying when I first became a fan back when I was like early, like 10, right? Why did they have a song called The End on their second to last album? But the song was originally called Ending. The band planned the song to be their last song that they recorded, which it was. Abbey Road was recorded after Let It Be, right? But Let It Be was released before. Mm-hmm. So anyhow, this song was intended to be the last song done. Well, it was, but it wasn't, because they also did now you can't talk about this song without talking about Her Majesty, right? Which is the actual last song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
That song is 23 seconds long. It's preceded by 20 seconds of dead air. It's considered the first hidden track. It wasn't even listed on the jacket or anything on the album. It was just there. It wasn't listed until previous reprints. But Paul loved it because Paul's like, oh, we're all going to do solos, including Ringo, which Ringo didn't want to do, which is like that cool little fucking solo he does in there. And Ringo was talking and doing a fucking drum solo. He's like, okay, I'll do this. And he did his thing. And then Paul and George and John all trade solos, all 2-bar solos in consecutive. It's Paul, then George, and then John. Then Paul, then George, John, then Paul, George, and John. So they're all soloing guitars, kind of doing that guitar battle, right? So I always thought that was interesting. I'm like, well, there's a bunch of soloing going on. I didn't know at the time when I was a kid, that's all 3. It's not just George playing guitar. I thought it was just George and John, as Paul's playing the first lead and so on and so forth. But I've always intrigued me is like, what band records their last song or the last song on the album, on their second to last album called The End? Well, I was obviously not until I got older that this was actually recorded after Let It Be. So this actually was the last recorded that all 4 musicians recorded in the studio together. This song is more like this, the fact they all get the solo. It's the only drum solo that Ringo ever did for the Beatles. I think it's kind of a cool kind of end to the band now that you know the entire story of it, that they actually wrote a song called The End, and this is the end of it. We're done. And it's this kind of cool little ditty. And then they have that little line at the end, in the end, the love you make, the love you take is equal to the love you make. It's just, that's Beatles in a nutshell, right? So The End. I've been infatuated with this song since I was 10 years old. It's my number 2 song from 1969. So there you go.
Nice.
Everyone's sleeping.
No,
Jimmy, you got anything left, Jimmy?
No. I was waiting for you guys to say something about it.
No, I was wondering if he left you anything.
No. I mean, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot to this song, man.
I'm going to explain myself when I make my pick. Okay. I love this pick. Okay, so I'm not going to expand. It's a great pick. I went a little further.
All right.
I left a lot out. No, it's like what do you pick? It's like I had so many notes on this song. And the notes I have, I didn't even read you everything I have. I read half my notes, and I cut my notes in half on this song. This song is just, there's so much to this song. Because I said, once you talk about, The End, you have to talk about the song Her Majesty, which is a 23-second unlisted song on the first pressing. That's just Paul and the guitar, and there's a whole bunch of notes about that.
Right, and it was not noted as a song on the first pressing.
It ends
with The End.
In fact, I will say one thing about Her Majesty, that 23-second little ditty at the very end of the album. That little ditty, that 23 seconds, was actually planned to be within the album itself, but they couldn't find a place that fit. So Paul always thought it disrupted the flow of the album, so he left it out. So engineer John Kurlander, who engineered the album, was instructed not to discard any Beatles recordings. So he kept it. He loved it so much. When they were doing the masters, he slapped it on the end of the album, not telling anybody, added that 20 seconds of dead air. And then there's this Paul on the acoustic guitar singing Her Majesty. Paul loved it. And he's like, that's perfect. And never told the record company or anything else. They didn't list it or anything else. And it was just there. And so it was just because the engineer really liked the song, goes, well, we can't leave this out. And Paul's like, yeah, at the end where no one knows, it's not even listed, go, that's perfect. That's great. So that's my number 2.
Good pick, man. Fuck.
Like I said, I left a pound out. There's like so many. Like I said, the one thing that's cool about the Beatles, there's so much stuff about how they created the songs and what the process was and what they were thinking. So while we're in the middle of that, let's hear Chris's number 2.
Is it though? Is it great that there's so much information?
Oh, it's so great. I love it.
All right. I don't have many notes for my number 2. This band has been brought up before. I forget again, another one that I kind of forgot about, but my number 2 is Cream, and the song is Badge.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think you could pick any Cream song, and I'd be happy with it.
Yeah,
right. You know, supergroup. Badge appeared on their final album, Goodbye, released in the UK February 28th, 1969. Issued a single in the US in March, followed the UK on April 3rd, peaked at number 18 UK singles chart, number 60 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. It was written by Clapton and George Harrison. And the original sheet music was used to produce the liner notes, the track listing, and where Harrison had wrote Bridge, Clapton asked him what badge stood for, and Harrison said that's where the bridge is, and that's how they came up with the name of the song, because he misread Bridge.
That's funny. That's funny.
He's reading it upside down. He's like, what does bridge mean? Or sorry, what does badge mean? He's like, that's the bridge. They're like, and it was an untitled song. They're like, somehow that became the title of the song.
That's great.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all my notes. I love this song. I really do like Cream. They're unbelievable. Clapton's amazing, obviously, but Ginger Baker, Jack Bruce, unbelievable.
Yeah. I find the mythos of Clapton and Harrison, their tumultuous relationship, totally intriguing. Just because Patty Boyd and whatnot. I find their relationship and how they kept a friendship or a semblance of a friendship after Clapton took George Harrison's wife.
Yeah,
weird, right?
I find it amazing.
Yeah.
And I would like to read more about it, but I'm not a reader.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, I find it totally intriguing how they kept some sort of weird balance of friendship.
It is bizarre, man. I don't get it. Like,
the resources are there. I just choose not to look at them.
Right.
One of the best quotes.
So that's brutally honest. I'm probably the same way.
Yeah.
I was gonna listen to that, but then I just went on living my life. I was gonna read that.
Read that. Then a fly went by, and I got distracted by that, and then forgot what I was doing.
Look, that's a shiny quarter.
Well, that's what my problem with reading is. Sometimes I'm like, oh shit, what was that? And then in like 45 minutes, I'm over there. I'm like, oh fuck, I was in the middle of reading that.
I gotta read things like 5 times. Yeah. And that's just because I'm daft. So
anyways, that's if nobody's anything else, that's my number 2.
That's good.
All right, Joe. All right, Joe. This pick is for you. It's for me. It's for us. It's for my wife. We've talked a lot about the Beatles. And
Well,
well, no, I mean we really have. We really have. We've talked about the Beatles. And I know you're a super fan. My wife is a super fan. And after that Rolling Stones episode that we did a couple weeks ago, I told my wife, play your favorite Beatles album, because we do own a bunch of them. And she played Abbey Road, the second side. So my number 2 song is the medley, and I'll explain it. The medley of 9 songs, which is You Never Give Me Your Money, Sun King, Mean Mr. Mustard, Polythene Man, She Came In Through the Bathroom, Golden Slumber, Carry the Weight, The End, Blank Space, and Her Majesty.
Blank.
I listened to this song as a progressive, sweet song.
Yeah, that's how it's meant to be, yeah.
There are no real spaces except for between The End and Her Majesty. So I think of it as one song. Now, the cool note of the medley is they were all odds and ends songs that they tied together melodically in a lot of roundabout ways. In between each song, you hear a lot of weird changes and dramatic intonations, ups and downs, to make the next song, air quote, flow. I am choosing the medley. I don't have a lot of notes, and I thought this would create a good conversation between, at a minimum, Joe and I, or the 4 of us. That is my choice, the medley. I can tell you my 4 favorite air quote songs is You Never Give Me Your Money. I love how that starts out with the piano. Polythene Man, love how that goes. Golden Slumber, it's just beautiful. And Carry the Weight. I love Carry the Weight.
That surprises me. That song surprised me a little bit there.
Yeah, and yeah.
We've talked about this before, the lost art of having an album, right? And this album is the epitome of why you have an album.
Yeah.
You might have a driving force, and that creative driving force is Paul McCartney, who's driving the other 3 crazy. I mean, you find that out later on, but yeah, he's at this point, George and John want to fucking kill him, right? And of course, Ringo's is over in a corner being Ringo, being Switzerland, right? But yeah, this was hard for me when I came to this album, because I knew I'd have at least one song from this album, and everything's so put together so well. And I know even Let It Be gets a lot of hate, but I think, and these 2 aren't my favorite 2 Beatles albums. It happens to be Rubber Soul, but it's amazing to me how these 2 albums in a lot of circles don't get a lot of love, because like, oh well, those albums were slapped together and there weren't a lot of thought put behind them and blah 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 blah. It's like,
that's what I like about the medley, though.
But I was going to say, I think the tension between the band kind of worked in these 2 albums, and you feel the tension sometimes. Yeah, that's just me.
I gotta go the other way. Like I like the Beatles. I think I've stated that. Stones guy over the Beatles, but these guys, and I know the albums were there, but I didn't listen to them. They didn't even come into my. I'm like, no, they're not even in my top 25. So it shows that I don't like the Beatles that much, right? Like there were so many other songs for me, just for me. But I get it. And that's a nice slide. You got 9 songs in there.
I was the same. I didn't even consider anything, but that's I don't think anybody's surprised. I didn't consider.
I'm going to agree with what you said, Dink. My wife is a major Beatles fan. So, I mean, I've been listening to more Beatles in the last 9 years than I have in the first 50, whatever.
However old I am.
However old I am, I don't know. I don't have that many fingers. But
I want to read my birth certificate.
Right. But I mean, if I were to pick a favorite Beatles album, we're going to talk about the Beatles at some point here, so I'm not going to go that far. But I just asked her to play her favorite album, and she put side 2 on right away. And I listened to it. I sat there. It was quiet. Nothing else was going on, and I just kind of zoned on it. And I loved how it progressed and digressed. It's not just like it doesn't constantly build. There's crescendos, decrescendos, and it's kind of all over the place. But I kind of found myself melting into this song or
Wow.
this medley, and I could not pick it for this year.
So, and we can get into this into a more of a Beatles thing, but now that you brought that up, I want to, as of right now, because the Beatles, when we do the Beatles, will be far off from here, from this episode. I want to know right now, just from what you're listening to right now, are you a Paul or are you a John guy?
A Paul guy. Oh, Jimmy.
I'm a Paul guy.
Chris?
You
No
know,
idea.
No idea. Okay, fair enough.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
All right. Truth.
Neither.
Take the time. I find
Ringo
John
guy.
Lennon annoying as fuck.
that's not far from the truth.
Okay. Musically, he's got some really cool shit. I mean, if I were to listen to the guitar parts, I kind of like George's stuff more than
Oh,
John.
yeah. George had some really cool stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not far off there.
No.
There's an intrinsic nature to Paul's voice that is charming, but also kind of a little off. I'm not that far into it, so I can't really say that. Yeah, I love Paul's
That's what I'm
voice.
asking you now. Yeah.
At times, Paul's voice is very charming. It's very welcoming, and at times he's got this weird tone to his voice that it's off-putting. So that's my answer. If that answers, Ringo's my answer.
I jokingly said Ringo when you were talking.
Yeah. Well, you sent me that thing just today too.
Yeah. Well, that's you know how the algorithm works. Now we talked about Al before in the past. You know, once you start listening or watching all this stuff, it starts feeding you all this shit. You know, it's like, oh, here's more Beatles stuff. It's like, okay, so yeah, cool.
I do think Ringo is a badass drummer.
Yeah, he's fucking bad. Yeah, he really is.
So okay, so I ate up a lot of time on that dink. Let's hear your number one.
Oh, number one.
One.
Okay, so I couldn't leave Zeppelin out. I just left Ramble On and What Isn't What Should Never Be out because I had both of them on the Zeppelin show.
Yeah.
So I went to my third favorite song on Led Zeppelin 2 because it is an island album, and my number one is Thank You.
Yeah,
You're
that
welcome.
was my number 5.
Yeah, I love this song, right? Obviously from Zeppelin 2, like I said, 69 release. It's the four guys. It's written primarily about Robert's wife, Maureen, his then wife, Maureen. One of Zeppelin's songs that's openly romantic rather than mystical or bluesy or hard rocking.
Mm-hmm.
John Paul Jones plays a pretty mean organ on it.
Mellotron, yeah.
Page's guitar solo was recorded backward, reverse tape effect, creating its dreamy, distinctive sound. And Plant is often cited as one of the most personal songs he wrote during the Zeppelin's early years. Nice. The closing lyric, "If the sun refused to shine, I would still be loving you," is one of the most famous love song lines in their catalog, but I would argue that it's up there for all love songs.
Yeah.
It's been quoted in countless weddings and anniversary tributes over the years. That's really all I had for the notes. Like I said, this was an island album, so I fucking love Led Zeppelin 2. I clearly could have taken another artist or one other ones off Led Zeppelin 1, but that album means so much to me that it was hard to not have the other two songs that I left out and just having a foursome from this album, right? That's it.
Lyrically, again, this song is fucking perfect. Like we were literally listening to this song before we were recording, came back to record. My wife and I we were out and about. We came back, and Thank You came back on again. And this wasn't my number 5. And I was listening to it. So like, this is the perfect fucking love song. It's not even sappy,
right?
You know, a lot of love songs can be really fucking sappy or just, you know, whatever, just overbearing. And it's so true and to the heart. It's so fucking perfect.
Yeah, it's great. It's so great.
Good. Great song. Great pick.
Sits number 7, I think 6 or 7 on my actual Zeppelin full list, but a third off that album and number 1 here. So
got it, baby.
I love John Bonham's playing on this song.
Yes,
he has this fill. Oh, it's fucking beautiful. It fits so perfectly because it kind of brings everything up and then slowly brings it back down to where it is. And I'm not a fan of John Bonham's sound on this album because it sounds like wet cardboard a lot of this album. But I love what he's doing, and it's just incredible.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Zeppelin fan. I love it. I'm a huge John Bonham fan.
Yeah. I think it's hard to when you have two albums and how many, I didn't even count how many songs that was. It's 22 songs, something like that.
Sure.
I'm guessing off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's a good guess.
Literally, I knew Beatles were gonna be in there, but I figured it'd be just. I literally thought that mine would be two Beatles, two Zeppelin, and it's like, man, it's so good, but I was like, I can't let Zeppelin take over every list I have, right? So
Right.
there was restraint, even though I left some things out, I didn't at the same time. So I don't know. There's an arbitrary line, invisible line that I didn't or did follow.
That was my approach as well.
Well, let's see how good you followed it, or how well you followed it.
Well,
what's your number one?
Much.
Number one's Led Zeppelin.
Since we waxed poetically about them, you're right. It's "You Never Give Me Money" by the Beatles. Is my number one.
Oh, nice.
And this song again didn't. I knew something would be from Abbey Road in there. I really did. I knew the end would be in there. I was like, okay, probably be the end of the three Zeppelin songs, right? And then, of course, Marlena Shaw showed up like, oh, yeah, that's fucking perfect. Of course, that song is in there. But this, I didn't anticipate it would be this Beatles song. I was like, and I even kept on going back. Like, okay, is it coming together? Is it this song? Is that song? I was like, it kept on coming this song. I'm like, there's something about this song to me. It just encompasses everything the Beatles is, you know? It's got that, and some people who aren't Beatles fans don't like that. You know, sometimes Paul has some sections where you put in a song I almost call kind of ragtime. Mm-hmm. You know, when it comes to like, you know, the percussion and how he's singing, it almost sounds like 1920s ragtime. Hey, right. And this song has that, and I love it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it grates, especially the Stones fans, like it's like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, the song was released September 26, 1969. It was never released as a single. In fact, of my four songs, only one, just Marlena Shaw, was released as a single. It was recorded at Olympic Studios and Abbey Road Studios. So the interesting about this song, holy shit! You want to talk about? I won't go into a long-winded thing like I did last time, but this song has a long history of like this song's got some history of what it's about. Long story short, trust me, dude, I don't fucking know what's on this too. 1967, a Beatles manager, Brian Epstein, dies of an accidental overdose. A company called, and there's a lot of stuff that happens between that. Essentially, long story short, a company called ATV got controlling interest in the publishing company called Northern Lights Music that Brian Epstein and Paul and John owned to control their publishing. Hint, Michael Jackson, decades later. Right. They lose control of the because the company went public. ATV bought a lot of the shares to control the company, was trying to force Paul and John out. And so this song, "You Never Give Me My Money," if you listen to the lyrics, is about ATV and the then acting manager, Alan Klein, that the other three Beatles hired to be their manager. And Paul resisted because this guy was a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And turns out 4 years later, they fired him. All three of them fired him because Paul was right. He was stealing money, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. So this song, "You Never Gave Me My Money," "You Never Give Me Money," is about ATV and about Alan Klein. But this song, I said, encompasses, again, everything the Beatles. It's almost like these last two albums, they threw everything. Like, we're going to show you everything we've done in the last 5 or 6 years, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what this song encompasses. It's this. I love it. Also, too, I've talked about before in the Prince episode, in the Michael Jackson episode, and a couple other episodes too. Specifically, I love it when artists actually have something true to say. They're pissed off, and they have something to say, and they're going to say it, and bleh, here it comes out. And this is Paul, who was obviously very more bubblegummy than John ever was, right? John never was. And Paul was pissed off, had something to say. And granted, the song is not violent or anything like that, right? But it's still, he's pissed off, he's venting, and he's got, where the fuck is my money? You wasted it away, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, but even musically, like I said, this song is it encompasses the entire album, I think. So that's why I kept on coming up as number one for me. So that's my number one, "You Never Give Me Money," off Abbey Road by the Beatles.
Obviously, I like that pick.
That's a good pick. You don't like everybody that has something to say because Kid Rock has a lot to say.
Well,
And you don't up jump the boogie.
that's
But
like,
yeah, I hear you,
I
man.
like people with more than 3 brain cells too. So.
Right. Too much jumping the boogie.
I'm pretty sure Paul was against fascism, so or still is.
Right.
Yeah.
No, good pick, man.
That's my number one. Let's hear Chris's number one.
My number one. Sorry. Yes, number one. Again, another super group. Dink has had them earlier, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but mine is Wooden Ships.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love this song, and I didn't really know because I didn't really look into the song. I just listened to it. The song was written and composed by David Crosby and Paul Kettner from Jefferson Airplane. Stephen Stills helped write some of the music, and but when it was released by Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Kantner could not be credited because he was having a legal dispute at the time with the manager of Jefferson Airplane, Matthew Katz.
Wow.
So he couldn't get originally, even though Jefferson Airplane recorded it later the same year. So this version came out May 29th, 69. Jefferson Airplane, November 69. Different version. I think the Jefferson Airplane one, I don't know if I've ever listened to it. It's like 20 minutes long.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. I haven't gotten into that
It's
yet.
longer than a medley.
That's a long
Right. So Wooden Ships was written at the height of the Vietnam War, with a time of great tension between the United States and the Soviet Union, both having nuclear armed weapons. The words of the song depict the horrors of confronting the survivors of a nuclear holocaust, in which the two sides have decimated each other. annihilated each other. That's what I was trying to say.
That's all.
And teaked in. Anyways, I really didn't think of the lyrics before. I just enjoyed the song. It's one of those ones that I play in the background or I sing along with, but not really listen to lyrics. I always felt good about the song, and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that's what it was actually about until when I was doing the research for it this week.
Right.
Yeah, wow. Still
Yeah,
gotta put it on there.
that'll be different.
Charted really well. The song never charted. The album charted really well. Canada RP album top 100 number 2, Dutch mega charts number 2, UK number 25, US Billboard 200 number 6, and that's my number 1. Wooden Chips.
Nice.
Good song, man. Yeah, like I said, these guys should have came on my radar.
I love their harmony. I like Dink was talking about it. I love their
Harmonizing
sound.
is so good. Like,
so irritated by that fact that these guys didn't come on my radar.
Yeah, the harmonies that you talk about, I love it. I remember in the 90s they released the box set of all their stuff. I bought that right away, and I just I ate it up for about 6 months, and then I kind of put it away for a while. So that's one of those bands like Chris was talking about earlier that you eat you listen to it constantly, and then you put it away, and then you pull it back out a little later. Yeah, that's the way these guys are for me. I thoroughly enjoy everything that they do, almost everything they do.
Yeah. Almost.
Yeah.
That's my number 1. Jimmy, what do you got?
All right. For surprise number 3. It is a Beatles song.
dramatic pauses are back.
Right? But it's Joe Cocker's with a little help. I think this song is superior to the Beatles version.
I do too.
I love Joe Cocker's voice.
Yeah.
I didn't go. I had just a shit ton of notes, and I got frustrated with some of the notes. I just wanted to talk about this song. This song makes me feel amazing. It's vibrant. It vibrates. His voice is so incredible. Those backup singers that kind of echo him, every other line. I fucking adore this song. So I took some time to expand past my silos, and I did welcome in some Beatles into my life. That's my list. So let's talk about it.
Nice.
I mean, I love great, man.
All right,
Dude,
groovy.
I love the Joe Cocker version. I'm always
Yep.
partial to the Beatles, but that's just me. But one thing I like about Joe Cocker is he's like, okay, that's great, you did a great version, and he still made his own.
Absolutely.
And to his credit, that when you think of this song, this is the version you think of.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
and I didn't know at first when I first heard it that it was a Beatles song. Not being a Beatles fan, not listening to him when I was a kid. When I saw Joe Cocker's version on Much Music, it's distinct in my head that I thought it was his song.
I thought it was his too.
A lot of people did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a theme song for anything?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
Was it a theme song for Wonder Years?
Oh yeah. I think
Oh fuck yeah! I think you might. I think it was.
Savage.
you were fucking saving that one. Fucking
That wasn't it, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think it was.
Wonder Years, are you talking about?
Yeah, I think it was, but I could be wrong.
If
Oh,
only-
I'm probably wrong.
Yes, it was the theme song from
Okay.
Yeah.
1988 1993.
Fucking right, Winnie. Fuck.
Then we all find out Fred Savage is a piece of
Actually,
shit.
what I'm reading it says with Jimmy Page on guitar and a voice like no other, Joe Cocker's version hit #1 in the UK.
Oh shit! I didn't even know Jimmy Page was on that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't research into it. I mean, I had all these notes for other shit. I just wanted to talk about the song.
I
Hey,
think we
that's
might
just
talk-
popping up as a headline on Google, so don't take that to the fucking bank for any.
We're making shit as we go.
Right. I think we talked about Joe Cocker in another episode that I
Yeah,
might
I've
have said.
brought him up a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was younger, I thought he was drunk. Like when I didn't really know who he was, and
Right,
I'd see the way he sang, and it was probably right around the time of Up Where We Belong, like
Yeah.
Officer and the Gentleman,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I was like, what's with that guy? Like, and then as I learned, I was like, oh, that guy was in Woodstock. That's Joe Cocker.
Right.
Two sites Jimmy Page played on actually 5 tracks on that album.
Oh,
And
nice.
one of
There
them
you go.
being this
All
song.
right.
You're right. Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I just thoroughly enjoyed Joe Cocker's voice. I brought up "You Are So Beautiful" in the covers.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've talked about it a couple times. So, well, anything you guys want to expand upon on our list?
No.
No, I'm
This
pretty
is a
good.
tough list, man.
It was a good list.
It was.
No.
No.
Worse when one band, one of the best bands of all time, releases 2 albums in one fucking year. And then
Zeppelin,
you have
yeah.
other artists who are copying other artists or covering other artists before that artist single comes out, or as that original single is coming out. It happened so much back in the day. It's like, let's cover this band whose song just came out yesterday. It's like,
Yeah.
why? They just did it.
Right. Let's just cover
And they had a hit, so we'll have a hit. It's like, what the hell? I mean, it worked, I guess.
Well, I think we covered 1969 pretty well. I mean, we took control of a lot of different voices, a lot of different sounds, and we talked about our own thoughts on all of that. 1969, watershed year for life, music, entertainment, social aspects. And I'm glad we took time to talk about a bunch of songs. So, I mean, with that, we are Just Ranked. Visit justrankedpod.com and come back next week and the weeks therefore after. With that being said, I'm Jimmy. That's Joe, Dink, and Chris. Go please yourself.
Man, go fuck yourself.
Harry.
Nilsson.
Savage.
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 Fuck you, Will Smith.
Just Ranked is researched and produced by the Just Ranked crew. Editing and mixed by Joe Burkle. Socials and marketing by DJR Media Services. Theme music by Blue Joker. If you're enjoying the show, please set your podcast app to download new episodes and help spread the word by leaving a review and tell everyone you know to listen.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you go fuck yourself?